things are escalating because there's a lot of enemy units that are arriving. Over here we've got a 100 stack from Utah. Over here Utah is coming with another 32 units. It was a stack of 75, but he has split it up with units that are over here. Then over here we've got the first units that are arriving from Oregon. More units are over here and only more and more will come. We've got also South California that is assembling, so they are in a counter-offensive. There's units like everywhere. Also here there are units, but we should be fine because we've got a level 2 bunker over here. We've got a very large province over here as well, where a bunker is a building, and then another province over here, but also level 2 bunkers in construction. So we're gonna hold this line over here, which is going to shield most of Chichua as well. This way our friend El Ristas is also mainly shielded. Then he only needs to worry about this section over here, so that would be great. My job is to man this bunker, which I'm going to do with the units that are over here. Got 80 infantry and 14 armored cars. I've lost a couple of units over here, not a lot, because I've killed 28 units from California over here, and I also need to occupy this bunker over here. So I've got 15 infantry in here right now with 2 balloons. 17 more infantry are arriving, and I've got my baggage train that is on the way. As you can see, a lot of units. If I select them all, then that's another 37 additional units that are coming. That's 70 infantry and 2 balloons in total in level 2 bunker that should hold out attack. And then in worst case scenario, you never know that they are able to break through El Ristas. We have a bunker also here in construction, and I am sending units over here. Not a lot, but a couple. 21 units. So 21 units, they're gonna be able to block out some forces that are trying to flank. And then finally, I am attacking Costa Rica. He has 14 infantry that luckily are low on HP, only 1/3 HP. Which is good, because I only have 1/3 HP as well. I have 2 stacks of 210 HP and they deal 44 damage in attack. And the enemy only has 130 HP and he deals 34 damage in defense. As soon as that is done, I'm gonna put these 50 units all over my coastline, and whatever is left I'm gonna send it north. So the plan is simple. We're just gonna occupy the front line and we're gonna protect this part over here with cruisers. You've got my ally over here that has 2 cruisers. Oh, that's transport ships, not cruisers. Oh, he's gonna go behind the lines. That's really cool. If he can snap capitals, that would be really cool. So yeah, Tundax, he has cruisers in production, so then we can safeguard the strait over here. And I'm gonna do the same over here on this side to guard the flank over here in the Caribbean. So I hope everything will turn out well. But it looks like a major battle is coming. A lot of units are coming, right? Also over here, a lot of units are arriving. I think their Oregon friend, he's going to try to break through our weak spot over here. He's been sending me on Discord. He feels pretty confident. He started with 100 units, but then WO started with 200 units, and I don't know how many units California has left. Ristas is slowly recovering, but he has only 80 units. Tundax took quite a heavy hit against California. He has 209 units, and I have 239 units. As soon as I'm done with Costa Rica, I'm gonna be able to send even more units on the front. My economy is very big, so they cannot permit to delay any longer, because I'm sending all the resources I have to my allies. If they're not careful, man, we're gonna outgun them pretty soon. So they're gonna try to make a push this evening or tomorrow, and I cannot record because I'm gonna be at work. Need to work my 27.5-hour shift, and it's a 1 hour and 15 minutes drive, so I'm gonna be offline for a long time. I can play a bit on mobile, but I cannot record, so I hope that my allies will be able to record the game, and then I'm gonna be able to do a voiceover so I can keep you guys up to date. Anyway, that's it for now. Fingers crossed.
The next day.
Alright, we are day 13. I have taken Costa Rica, so that is cool. split up my units. As you can see, in a lot of single units, I'm sending them all along my coastline to occupy each and single dot. They're gonna be scouts, so I'm gonna be alerted if somebody tries to invade. The goal is, in the course of the game, to have 10 units on each province dot, because one infantry unit can destroy 6 convoy units. So if I have 10 infantry units in every province, then they can destroy 60 convoy units in melee combat, and that is what I want, because I've got a long coastline and the enemy can definitely try to sneak by single units or small stacks, but if my whole coastline is guarded, they can forget about that strategy. And that leaves me another 17 units that I can send to the front line. It's gonna take them 15 hours, but they're gonna get there eventually, so that's good. So I've got all the side covered now. I've got everything queued up over here. First artillery is gonna roll out in 3 hours. This one in 58 minutes. And what was really cool at day change is that this province has revolted to me together with 53 units. They're very low health, I know. If they heal up, it's amazing. I mean, they still deal damage, right? So that's great. I'm sending them to the front line. I'm gonna make them merge up together with the stack over here. There's already 80 infantry. This way, at least their damage will be spread, and that's gonna balance them out a bit, and then I can redistribute them along the front line. The goal for me is to occupy the 3 bunkers, as I've explained already. So every unit that I have, all the artillery, I'm gonna send it up north. I've also started building over here a workshop and now a barracks, and I've queued up 4 cavalry already. Now that I've got my food in check, it is time to make those cavalry units, because they're pretty good, and you need to do something with all that food and fish, right? So we're gonna put them to good use. Here the industry is gonna be finished in 2 hours, so I'm gonna be able to produce light cruisers, and over here in 1 hour time the first industry is gonna start building, so that's cool as well. So everything is looking good. First units are now in the fort. It's gonna be finished in 2 hours, so if they try to outflank that side, it's not gonna work. I think we've got our bases covered because the enemy is pushing heavily. I think this stack was 60 units. There's a lot of units over here as well. But they're not gonna be able to break through. I mean, if they try to break through, it's suicide, but you can see more and more units over here. They are going into this direction, and we are lucky that both provinces here and here have rebelled. I don't know what the diplomatic stance is, but I think he's in war with Colorado. I've got right of way with Colorado, apparently. He's in war with, yeah, I don't know. I hope this is going to help us shield the front, because if this is the case, check that, only 1 province, man. I see level 3 bunker over here. That's also pretty good. The danger is, once we are focused over here, that we're gonna get flanked on this side, because they are expanding more and more direction west. That ain't good neither, man. Anyway, time for me to jump into the shower and go to work. It's almost 4:30 p.m. GMT +1. Need to be at work at 6 p.m. and I'm gonna work until tomorrow evening at 9:30 p.m. 27.5 hours. It's gonna be long. I'm gonna be exhausted, but it is what it is, right? We need to pay the bills. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications. I want to say a warm thank you to my members and elite members for supporting this channel.